But, I'm tired. I work hard. What? ACDC, I love ACDC. Let's rock this roll. Get up out of your seats. Let's rock some ACDC. No more sleepy time for you. Let's rock the world. Let's do this. Come on. Let's rock with ACDC. Back in black. Woo! That's it. Come on, get your energy up. We're going to make this rock for you, for you, for you. Yeah. Holy crikey, man. Yeah, I'm so excited. All right. Yeah, let's rock the world. Yeah. I'm watching you back there, Dano. Don't you dare be letting up. Come on, let's rock it. Let's roll. Let's do this. Come on. All right. Who wants a t-shirt? Anybody want a t-shirt? That's it. Don't perk up. No t-shirt for you. T-shirts. T-shirts. Love it. How many more? Couple more t-shirts. Is that it? We done? Oh, you missed it. You're in the wrong spot. You blew it. We out? All right. Guess it's time to start the program. You guys can relax. You don't want to relax no more. All right. So, yes, I got a little nap in there. That's pretty awesome. I was kind of relaxed, actually, to be honest with you. Okay, is it working? Yep, we're good. All right, you guys ready to begin? We'll rock this program. I was looking for this so I could go like this when I fell asleep, but it didn't work. I couldn't find it. So I guess we're good. All right, let's go and get started. All right, so let's talk about this. Ready? Sickness is their business, and business is good. Which business are we talking about, do you think? Check it out. Okay, this dude, Brigham Bueller, who's a health advocate, he testifies in Congress constantly against these people. And here's what happens. Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, some of the folks who own pharmaceutical companies and who have the most to gain by keeping the narrative the same is driving America towards chronic disease crisis, monetizing our sickness, right? Why would they want to change? Do you want to know? Sickness is their business, and business is good. So why would you want to get people healthy? Why would you want to support good sleep when you can give them drugs? You can give them surgical procedures. You can monetize their profit lines. Does that make sense? I mean, think about it. They don't want you to get healthy. It's against the law. We wouldn't want you to be healthy. Heaven forbid, it's going to help affect our bottom line. We need to start thinking a different way. Now, let's think about this just in the context of sleep aids, okay? All right. So you begin taking a sleep drug because they want you to take Ambien and Lyrica, or it's not Lyrica, Lunesta and the like. Okay. So we'll take those drugs. Well, there's no side effects to those, are there? Okay. 200 reasons why the drug company wants you to take sleep drugs. Okay. Not just for the profit from the sleep drugs, but from the rest of it. Okay. Dizziness. Don't you go to the doctor when you feel dizzy? Money. Okay. Facial swelling. My face is all swollen. Go to the doctor. Okay. Headaches, prolonged drowsiness, allergic reactions, abnormal sleep patterns, withdrawal from symptoms. All of these things monetize the medical system. You see? So we take a drug and now we get to go in for all the fun. Now look at this. More. Drug intolerance, dependence, confusion, tetany, that's in your ear, stomach and other muscle cramps. I'm getting all this cramping, doctor. What should I do? Well, here's some more drugs. Right, here's some more treatments, here's more procedures. Forgetfulness, clumsiness. I don't have my balance. I must have a balance problem. We need drugs for that. We need procedures. Okay, back pain. We talk about that one in here a lot, don't we? Okay, lethargy, fatigue, fainting, altered saliva mouth. I have dry mouth. My mouth is so dry, doctor. What should I do? Well, let me get you a drug for that. Oh, then we have too much. That's another drug. Hot flashes. How many women have hot flashes? Fun, yeah, party, party. But take the sleep drugs and it causes it. So now you're going to increase your usage of the drugs they're promoting. You get the problem here? Are you guys seeing the trend? This is just on one stinking category. Look at it all. Decreased libido. I got to go to the men's warehouse. That's not what it's called. What the heck is it called? The men's clinic or whatever, right? I got to go to my man therapy, whatever it's called. Bronchospasm. I have inflammation in my sinuses. I got to go to the doctor and get some more medication, some more drugs, some more procedures. You see the problem? Hemorrhoids. Look at that. Esophageal spasm, vaginitis, breast neoplasia. Oh, that's fun, right? We love cancer. Okay, look at this. It just keeps going and going. Okay, so urinary incontinence, pee yourself. Acute renal failure, pyelonephritis, that's inflammation of the kidney, pain in the kidneys, urinary retention. I can't pee, so we go to the doctor. But look at the last two: suicide attempts and insomnia. So this is the part that makes me cry. Okay, I lied. It was 203. It wasn't just 200. Okay, but what a bunch of crap, isn't it? Taking their drugs promotes their business. And what do we know about business? Business is good. Heartbreaking. This is the part I hate right here. Okay. Even more troubling is the depression ends up creating suicide attempts. And people are dying as a consequence of these. And everybody's making money. That's all that matters. We got to start thinking differently. And by the way, let's do this one. Ready? I need you. Come here. Stand up for me. Okay, ready? Left side or right side? You ready? Now put your arms down. You guys just take it, man. Ready? Here we go. Boom! He's now fall down like you're unconscious. You're supposed to get unconscious. That was a heck of a hit, man. Now he's unconscious. That means he's sleeping, right? Shut up. So you get it though, right? Just because he's unconscious doesn't mean he's getting restful sleep. And that's the problem with these drugs. So, oh, look, he's so sleepy. Oh, Mark is on the floor, passed out. He must be sleeping. No, I knocked him silly, right? I knocked him out. That's what these drugs do to us. So we got to make sure we're getting quality sleep. That's why you're here, right? That's the whole point. Okay? All right. So what is sleep eating? Heard of that before? These are people that wake up in their kitchen the next morning and they wonder who is in their kitchen making a sandwich because they had a half-eaten sandwich there in the kitchen. Now, honestly, truthfully, isn't that kind of funny? It is kind of funny. I mean, come on. You wake up, you ate the sandwich last night, and you're like, I feel full, right? So it is kind of funny. But what's not so funny is something like this, all right? Remember this guy? Bus driver in Boulder, okay? He was on Ambien the night before, and he crashed into a brick wall with 17 kids on the bus. They arrested him for driving under the influence of what? Ambien. Huh? I don't like that. Also not so funny, increasing your risk of cancer. This is a recent study that they just did, and they found out the use of sleep medications and risk of cancer, a matched case control study. They found that sleep aids cause cancer. Right? See the problem? So you want cancer? Take a sleep aid. Or we can do something we're going to learn tonight, which is much better. Okay? And nearly 60 million adults, a quarter of the adults in the US population right now, have brain problems associated with sleep disorder. A quarter of us. Okay? Depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, dementia, all this stuff when you think about brain, right? And here's 1 in 5 young people aged 12 to 17 experience at least one major depressive episode. These are our kids now. Okay, ready for more children fun? Okay, 58% of our kids are not getting enough sleep. Concentration problems, impulse control, risk of anxiety, aggressive tissue, and risk of depression, 97%. Put your kids to bed. Make them sleep. Okay? And how do you do it? Now, in case you guys ever noticed, on the wall are the 5 things that are going to get you healthy. All right? I always say, what do you need to be healthy? Eat right and exercise, right? Well, you're in a chiropractic office. You might think about chiropractic, but you never do. It makes me laugh. So we got mindfulness, chiropractic, nutrition, fitness and detox. So if I ever ask that question, the cheat sheet is on the wall. Read it and learn it. And then most important, you got to do what? Live it, right? So the 5 essentials are going to be our solution. So the majority, now look at newborns, 18 hours, like 3/4 of their time, more than that is sleeping, all right? Adults right here, including the elderly, 7 to 8 hours a night. But the one I want to highlight are the adolescents, okay? What do adolescents always complain about? I'm always tired. I can't sleep. I'm tired. I need, see, and my son sat through this program once and he saw this slide and he comes up to me after, see, Dad, I can't sleep till noon. My answer, no, you're going to bed at 6 p.m. So he didn't like that answer much. But again, kids need more rest than adults, but we need to get the right amount, okay? And the problem is we don't. We mess with our syndrome, find out that our different types we talked about, right? We'll be chatting those guys up. So this is an interesting study. New study suggests that chronic sleep deprivation destroys your brain function, actually eats your brain, all right? So let's talk about something called the glial system, all right? Now, when I was in school, okay, the brain is suspended by these wires, okay? It's called the glial system, okay? And they called it the nerve glue. So they just thought it was a bunch of suspension wires when I was in school, back when the Indians and cowboys were running around, okay? But they found out now they have important properties that are really critical. Now this is neat. Now watch this. This is a nerve cell, that's a nerve cell. And you're having a thought. Look what it's doing. It's bridging the gap between cells. This is actual footage of creating a thought. Isn't that interesting? Now, here's what's really interesting. When you get a corrective adjustment, this process enhances exponentially. Now, the more you do something, guess what? The thicker these connections become. They become thicker and thicker and thicker. Now, when you're doing something fabulous, like forming a habit to exercise or eat right or do something you're supposed to do, and you get adjusted, it reconfirms that. The problem is if you get, like, for example, chronic pain. Imagine the bridge that's been created when you've been in pain for 5, 10, 15 years. And I come in and try to correct for that. It's tough. Chronic pain sucks. But we can do that because of this cool microglial system. So the glial, this nerve glue has stuff in there. There's 2 types. Now there's the microglial system, and those of you that have been to my prior seminars realize that's the immune system of the brain. We have our regular immune system, and we have the microglial system of the brain. By the way, these guys hate each other. They fight. If there's a thing called the blood-brain barrier, if we keep that thing solid, there's some safety to that. But if we start peeling back that blood-brain barrier, the immune system starts getting into your brain and starts attacking it. So your own immune system kills it from autoimmunity. That's a whole different seminar, but we'll get there. So the microglial cells are the garbage collectors inside your brain. So they're grabbing all the garbage, picking up all the trash, okay? Then you've got what's called the astrocytes. These are the gardeners. Now, remember that nerve cell I just showed you growing? If that's an unwanted nerve or the nerve connection, it trims it off, cuts that connection. So for example, let's say I look at Steve and go, hey Steve, how's it going? Good, I come over here. The brain doesn't want to remember. It's nice to see Steve, but I'm not going to make that a permanent thought. So what happens? It trims that cell and keeps it pruned up nice. And the things that are important, they keep bigger and bigger and bigger, and things that are unimportant, smaller and smaller and smaller. Kind of cool, yeah? I think the brain's amazing, okay? So when sleep is disrupted, the microglial cells don't carry the waste away and detoxify the cells. And starts leading what are called neurofibrillary tangles, which leads us down the path of Alzheimer's and other types of neurodegenerative diseases. We need that trimming, that astrocyte to trim up all those cells to keep things clean. Then the astrocytes normally clear up the tidy and, sorry, I did that backwards. The microglial system is the detoxifier, and you end up with those neurofibrillary tangles. And then the astrocytes will clear up those neurons, but if they don't clear them up, we start developing problems with remembering and degenerative changes. So we have to make sure that system is working beautifully from the power of chiropractic and other things as well. So this is the brain. So awake, we have all this stuff. The norepinephrine, which is the adrenaline system, is higher when we're awake. Agreed? So our body has a lot of adrenaline. We're pumping and we're moving through it. Then at nighttime, all this poison has to be pushed away. Metabolic waste clearance. That's where the microglial system occurs. That's where it's pumping that. So everybody's heard of the lymphatic system inside our body, right? The lymph system. Okay, that's the sewer of our body. So picture the blood vessel. Surrounding the blood vessel is the lymphatic system. So the body uses things, gets waste, and it goes into the sewer. Then what happens is we move, and that pumps that sewer and pushes that gunk out of your body and gets filtered out and diluted through your liver and kidneys and urine and poop. You waste it out. Get rid of it. Sweat it out too. Okay. Now, in the brain, though, we don't have that much. So we have lower epinephrine levels, and the body that signals the body to do a glymphatic flush. So the lymph system is the sewer system, and lymphatic flow we talked about, and glymphatic flow. I didn't say it wrong. Glymphatic. Okay, that is where the body is flushing out all that poison. So we have glymphatic flow that pushes in waste clearance. That's the microglial system. You follow? So the brain is pumping out all that poison. The astrocytes are clearing out all that debris, and we're doing fabulously. Brain is working beautifully. The body's doing exactly what it was intended to do. So I put the crap in the toilet and you flush it away. Okay? Simple so far? All right, good. All right, so sleep. There's cycles to your sleep, and we cycle through this in a perfect world anywhere from 5, 7, 10, 12 times a night. Okay, you start off transition. This is the, when you're almost asleep, but you can still hear stuff going around. You're like, I can hear people, but I'm getting really tired, and your eyes are closed, right? Then what happens? The body temperature drops, and then you start to relax. Then the brain goes into the muscle relaxation, deep breathing occurs, and then it turns to REM sleep, rapid eye movement. That's when the brain is having dreams and the glymphatic flush is occurring. The astrocytes are clearing out those unwanted neurons. Yeah? Okay? But you go through this like 7 times a night in a normal pattern. The problem is when we get out of pattern. That's the issue. Now, in order to make sure you're sleeping, there's certain levers you got to pull. The first one we're going to pull is the light lever. Light is important for sleep and not sleep. Okay? Darkness and light, we got to know both of those. And also temperature is important, and food and supplementation is important as well. Okay? So light and dark. All right. So when you're in bed at night, when you wake up, what should happen? What should you do instantly? You should expose yourself to sunlight. Okay? Instantly. Within 30 minutes, you should be exposed to sunlight. The problem is, especially during this time of year, is what? When I wake up in the morning, get my workout in, because I cut down on my sleep like I'm not supposed to, but get up and do my workouts real early in the morning, it's not exactly light out, is it? Go to Home Depot, buy yourself what's called a full spectrum light bulb. They're kind of expensive. Put it in your nightstand light, okay? In the morning, flip it on. Look at it. It's going to get into your eyeballs. Instantly, what will happen is your cortisol will skyrocket, your melatonin will plummet, and you'll feel wide awake. Okay? There's something that's called the cortisol activation response. You also, if you want to make it really rock, is get up, turn on the light. Just don't wait. Don't hit that dang snooze button. It's going to wreck your sleep. Get up, flip on the light, stare at the light bulb, stand and run in place for 30 seconds, and watch what happens. You will feel like, holy crap, I feel like I got some sleep finally. I'm wide awake. This is awesome. I'm ready for my day. Okay, so that's one trip. Now the other side is the dark side. Your room needs to be pitch black. Okay, what does that mean? No little night lights. No light. What are these? None of these for sure. Right? Because there's more to that. That has to do with the blue light, which we're going to talk about now. No, I'm not. We're talking about cold showers first. Okay, that's. I went to that picture. That's Michael, our new guy. That's his picture. It looks like him though, huh? Everybody look at Mike right now, freak him out. Okay. All right. So cold showers in the morning. Okay. Now you don't have to torture yourself the entire time. Okay. I do this not every day. This morning I talked myself out of it. I was there standing. I'm not going to do it this morning. Okay. But what you do is you do your normal stuff, hot shower, wash, soap up, clean, whatever but you're all done. Then what you do is you turn your faucet to cold. Now turn it to really cold. Okay. Now you don't have to stand there forever, but you just go, okay. What I do is I wait for the cold sensation before I start counting. Okay. So I'm running in my shower and I feel, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 30. I do count to 30, but sometimes it goes really fast. Okay. But when you do that, there are two benefits. Number one, it will wake you up and get you ready for your day, help your sleep. And number two, it also burns fat. If you want to burn some fat without doing any work whatsoever except getting cold for 30 seconds, there's your answer. So it's a nice fat burning benefit as well. Okay, so raise your body temperature, stimulates peak cortisol in the morning, and then set your clock. It sets the clock for the melatonin cycle to come later. So what happens in the morning, we all know cortisol spikes. Cortisol causes what to happen? Sugar to skyrocket from something called glycogen, which is stored in your liver. And it's just like eating Skittles. Like you give a kid a Skittle, what happens? They're buzzing, right? Same thing for us. But we get it from our own liver, which we stored the night before. So cortisol skyrockets when you wake up. The glycogen skyrockets, and then your melatonin plummets. Then what happens? Cortisol stays high for a while, melatonin's low, and about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it switches. Cortisol starts to go up, melatonin starts to go up, and about 10 p.m., melatonin at its peak and cortisol at its lowest level, and we fall asleep and you start getting in that sleep cycle. Yeah. So far? Yeah. Not so bad, not so tough. Just the hardest part is the cold shower. But 30 to 60 seconds. I don't do more than 30 ever. Sorry, man. It's 30 seconds, I'm out. Okay, but I do it every day. Optimal temperature for sleep, 65 to 68 degrees, a little bit more chilly. Okay, it makes us sleep better. But I did this with the staff, and they said it's not true. As I said, sorry, ladies, you got to keep the room a little bit colder. But I got a lot of ladies. That's not true. Who likes cold rooms? Who likes warm rooms? So just a couple. That's surprising. So cooler is better. I'm telling you right now. That's going to help you sleep better. Okay. Cooler temperatures because that's going to start to slow down your pulse and so on and so forth. Okay. All right. Foods. Now this is important when you're eating at night time. You got to avoid what are called histamine foods. Okay. So waking up in the middle of the night causes a histamine dump. Histamine is what gets when you have an allergic reaction, you have the hives. Okay. That's histamine. Okay, but when you have a histamine dump, what that does is it makes you wake up. It affects your sleep at nighttime. So things you want to avoid at nighttime. So fermented drinks, overripe fruits, leftovers in the fridge. Okay, sweetened beverages, vinegar. Okay, we always talk about raw nuts and seeds, right, as being good for you, which is fabulous, but not at nighttime. Okay, and then chocolate. Ooh, who doesn't like chocolate at the end of the night, right? A little bit of chocolate, dark chocolate, gonna wake you right up, right? Don't do that. So other things as well. I'm not gonna review them all, but you get the idea. So avoid these foods at nighttime, and it'll help you sleep better. Okay, got it? So our three levers. Okay, adrenal stress now they're getting into some issues. Adrenal stress. What is adrenaline or the adrenal gland secrete? Adrenaline. What did we talk about, right? Noradrenaline, which is a type of adrenaline, is up when you're awake, should be down when you're low. But if you push your body too hard, the adrenaline system stays up and it doesn't go down. So is this you? Wired and tired. Anybody been so exhausted I can't fall asleep. I'm so freaking tired. Okay, that's called wired and tired. That is early adrenal damage. Now, if you get beyond that, you go into adrenal collapse, and please don't get there because it is horrible to fix. We can be fixed. We can work together and get through it, but it takes about 2 to 3 years to get beyond it. It leads to fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, pretty nasty stuff. Okay, so if you're starting to experience the wired and tired, we got solutions for you, but make sure we don't get any farther than that because adrenal collapse is horrible. Mid-afternoon slumps, 3 p.m. I'm so tired, I can't keep my eyes open, right? Anxiety or feelings like you're on the edge, like on the edge of what? Edge of losing it, right? You're going to lose your mind with your spouse or whatever. Depression, weight gain in the midsection. That's common. That's very common for that, okay? Especially for men, okay? Immunity issues. I'm always the one that gets sick in the winter. Wonder why. Maybe it's your adrenal fatigue, brain fog, and body aches, right? My body aches all over. Doctor had one of those yesterday, okay? Or maybe this next one is you, okay? All right, all right. Remember this movie, guys? Kelly's Heroes, in case you young people don't know who this is.
Oh, man. Don't hit me with them negative waves so early in the morning. It's still up.
We're trying to get across this bridge.
No, it ain't. You see what sending out the negative waves did, Moriarty? That ain't my fault, Osborne. I've done nothing but have good thoughts about that damn bridge ever since we left.
So it's all about the negative waves, right? So is it about the waves? Yes or no? It must be about the waves. So I hit that.
What happens now?
Oh, that's the one I want. All right, so it's all about those negative waves, Moriarty. Got to get those negative waves out. All right, so sleep hygiene. During the waking hours, okay, gamma and beta waves, very aggressive. And that's what's happening during your wake cycle. All right. Now, during your sleep cycle, these three hit us, the alpha, theta, and deltas. All right. Now, to get those to activate, we're going to do a little trick. Okay. It's called box breathing. Who's heard of box breathing before? 1, 2, 5 or 6 of you. Not bad. Okay. Got to get the right waves, Moriarty. So everybody's going to learn how to box breathe. Ready? It's really simple. Okay. I want you to remember 4, 4, and 4. All right. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Release it for 4 seconds and do it 4 times. Got it? Pretty simple. Everybody can do it with me? Ready? Here we go. We're going to breathe in, 4-second count. So don't just go and hold. We're going to go 4 seconds. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you did 1. How do you feel? More relaxed. Isn't that crazy? Just that one time. If you do that 4 times, you'll be ready for night-night time. Got it? Simple stuff, yeah? Learn how to take care of your body. You don't need the drugs. You don't need to perpetuate the business. Let's just do it the way it's supposed to be intended in the first place. We were designed that way. Okay? Blue light. Terrible, terrible for your body. Okay? When you're staring at a device at night, it emits blue light into your eyeballs and you can't fall asleep. It skyrockets cortisol and plummets melatonin. I don't know why I can't sleep. Scrolling through your phone to just before you go to bed and watching the TV and whatnot, no break time. Take away that stuff. Now they do make blue blocker sunglasses, or not sun. I guess it's just blockers, right? But basically, you put those blockers on, and it'll block out the blue light. If you insist on staring at your cell phone until the second you go to bed, and then grab it first thing in the morning, which is going to disrupt your sleep cycle. Okay, so blue light. Now, chiropractic. Now, we all know we should be seeing a curve in the neck, mid and lower back of what percent? Anybody want to guess? 45 degrees, not percent. I lied. 45 degrees. You guys did great. Okay, but why? What does this have to do with sleep? So we can agree this is not very good, right? And this is getting progressively worse. All right, but it's called the vagal system. Okay, now the vagal system is called it's part of the automatic system. All right, but that's automatic, and there's 2 parts to that: the adrenaline part, and then the rest and digest. So rest is what we're talking about, right? So we want to stimulate that vagal system. So when you get corrective adjustment, it fixes it. If we go like this, put your finger out, touch finger. Now go like this. That's the nerve we're going to fix right there, right behind your ear. Okay, that's where the vagus nerve is. When we correct the spinal alignment of the atlas, which is one of the more common ones, it corrects sleep pattern problems. We just got to get those corrected. And that's why you're getting adjusted. If you're not getting adjusted, you dang well better be. So make sure you get that checked out. Okay? So it activates the rest and digest, reduces stress hormones, supports deep sleep, and reduces inflammation. Right? So there's a before and after x-ray of a patient of our office right there. Got reverse cervical curve. Now we got the beautiful cervical curve. That means the vagal system is firing, which means he's sleeping fabulously, his digestion's working, everything's working like it's supposed to. Yeah? Pretty exciting stuff, I think. All right, so here's the deal. This fella, Wesley Autry, okay, he was in New York City, and he saw this lady trip and fall on the tracks. And here comes a train, right? What do you think 90% of the people did? Oh my God, there's a lady on the tracks, there's a lady on the tracks. Okay, that's what you guys do. You're a bunch of pointers. Okay, oops, wrong way. Okay, don't be a pointer. This guy jumped off the edge, jumped on the tracks, grabbed them, and drug them off the tracks and went by the train, saved the girl's life. What's the difference between that and you allowing your friends and loved ones and neighbors to be a part of the system that's poisoning and destroying their health? We got to stop being a pointer. I'm telling you right now. Stop being a, oh my God, you need to see chiropractic. Nobody said no, Dr. Ray. I don't understand. They should come in, but they just don't. I don't care. Grab them by the nose hairs, whatever you need to do. Get a pencil, okay? Everybody has these little nose hairs, right? You take the pencil, roll up the pencil. They got the nose hairs, and grab them and bring, come on, we're going to go see Dr. Ray. Come on. Nose hairs. Do it. I'm telling you right now. Get people in here. If you're not a patient, become one. If you have friends and family, and they're not here, you're a pointer. You should get chiropractic. You should get chiropractic. No, everybody should be getting chiropractic. Because if everybody got chiropractic, business wouldn't be so good. So get your phones out. Get your phones out. Phone out. Phone out. Phone out. Don't look at the blue light. Just point it towards the camera. Don't look at the blue light. Okay? Hover over that. And what's going to happen is you're going to get a little yellow thing. So open up your camera or your QR reader thing, okay? And you're going to see a yellow thing pop up, right? You guys know how you work QR readers. Then you're going to touch it and watch what happens. It's going to open up a thing that says, oh my gosh, I can schedule an appointment. Please don't schedule an appointment unless you're a guest here, okay? Because otherwise you're just going to schedule a new patient exam. And Scotty, you've been here since 1917, so we're fine, okay? So what you're going to do with that, there's a little spot on there with a little box and an arrow pointing upward. That means what? Forward it to a friend. Okay? So save that in your links that you have it at all times when you're sitting at dinner with loved ones and they're complaining about their bellyache and their sleep troubles and their digestion and their diabetes and their constipation and their headaches and their migraines and their sciatica and their numbness and tingling and their anxiety and their panic attacks and their racing heart effects. And don't forget about the esophagitis and the reflux. And don't forget about the diarrhea, constipation, and the Crohn's disease. And don't forget, you see what I'm saying? Business is good for them. We need to help these people. I want you to take that. You have it now, and I expect you to forward it to one person. Simple text. Look, go see my chiropractor. Just come. No cost checkup. Click on the link, schedule the appointment, get your butt in here. I called her again, by the way, today. Get her here. We got to save her, man. They're not going to save her, I promise you. Okay? So we got to help people. This is how we can do it. But I can't do it alone. I can't do it. I'm only one guy, and I don't have a zillion dollars to get on the TV commercials during the Super Bowl and go, you should come to get a chiropractor, right here, come on. If I did that long, it would cost, well, how much is that, like $7 million or something to say it that long? I mean, it's crazy, right? But we got to make sure we're saving people. Don't be a pointer, okay? What a great Christmas present for your friends and family. Instead of that one, the fruit cake or something you guys give people, here's your fruit cake for Christmas. What do they do with that? They gift it back next year because it doesn't mold because it's not really food. A doorstop. Okay. But we want to give them a doorstop for Christmas or save their life for Christmas. What a great Christmas present. What a wonderful thing you can do for people. But you got to care enough to not be a pointer. Okay. Make sense? So care. All right, let's get into it. We're going to get into these guys right here, okay? They got this one for me. I don't know why. Stressosaurus Rex. I don't think I'm more the, what am I, the weirdo, she says. No, it's, we'll get to it. I'll show you when I get to mine. All right, so let's start. Now, everybody should have a paper just like this one. Okay, let me borrow that, Steve, sorry. Okay, just like this guy. Right here on page 1. There's 3 boxes. It says multi-magnesium, sleep and mood formula, adrenal calm. You're going to take the pen that is in your hand. Who has a pen? Who needs a pen? Pen. We need a pen. Pen. Got a pen? Who else need a pen? How many pens we need? You got a pen? We need one pen, that's it? Here, pass that back to Lana Sue. Lana Sue, you ready, babe? She has have one? Oh, you lied. All right. Everybody got a pen? Oh, okay. Who doesn't have? I guess I should have did the other way. Sorry. Who does not have a pen? Sorry, I grouped that one up. Sorry, Lana Sue. All right. So everybody going to put a check mark on those three. Check, check, check. Everybody clear? What are you going to do? Everybody tell me. Say it out loud. One more time. Check mark, check mark, check mark. Because this is the supplements for everybody. Okay. First one is multi-magnesium. It's your universal magnesium L-threonate, which is a brain calming formula. Okay, it's going to help the brain relax. But be careful with the dosing, because what happens if you do too much dosing of magnesium, you get diarrhea. But it's also good for constipation too. Helps regulate glutamate GABA. In our body, we've got the adrenaline system in the body. Okay, we have adrenaline is like the gas pedal, and we have acetylcholine is like the brake. So all day you're pushing, just like when you're driving a car all day long. Your brain has the same thing. It's got its own chemicals. Okay, one is called glutamate. That's the gas. That's the one that's not going to let you sleep. GABA is the one that's going to help you go night night. Okay, so what this stuff is going to do help regulate the glutamate GABA balance. So at nighttime it'll turn up GABA. During the daytime it'll turn up glutamate. You'll be wide awake having a great day. Okay, make sense? All right. Sleep and mood formula. It's a broad spectrum calming herbal blend. Supports serotonin melatonin conversion. Okay. So serotonin is what hormone? What do we call that one? The happy hormone, right? That's the one SSRIs, the antidepressant drugs that we're talking about. And look at you, Bev. Okay. So what happens? They give you serotonin reuptake inhibitors. It forces serotonin to stay up high for a long period of time. There's a better answer. Please get off your SSRIs, but make sure if you do, you talk to me first. Okay? But serotonin is the happy hormone. Now, what happens as the day progresses, the body starts going, cortisol starts to go down. Where does melatonin come from? It gets converted from serotonin into melatonin in the perfect dosing, and you get a great benefit in sleep, which is what you want, right? Okay. So that's what that'll help with the serotonin, melatonin conversion process. And it erases those crazy thoughts and emotional overdrive for those people that can't shut their brains off, Amanda, right? Okay, make sense? All right, next, Adrenal Calm Cream. This is some awesome stuff. This will calm. You're like buzzing out of control. My God, I can't fall asleep. And then the more you think about it, the more stressed you get. This will calm you down. Cortisol regulation soothes the sleeping rhythm and reduces nighttime cortisol spikes. Those are the people that are sleeping like a baby and pop up in the middle of the night, because it's usually a sugar problem that creates that. Okay, your sugar spikes, cortisol spikes, and now you're wide awake. You just ate a bunch of Skittles. Okay, that's what it feels like, and you're buzzing and can't fall asleep. So this is really good for that. Okay, so those three things: magnesium, sleep and mood, and the adrenal calm are your baseline supplements. Okay, so you walk out today, I'm gonna need my baseline supplement, and whatever we talk about next, if you're the sleep type. Now, sleep type, I had some issues today. Okay, talking to the team, they said, what if you're like 17 of these types? Okay. Okay, you could be multiple types. There's no question. This isn't it was the best I could do to break it down into something fun and was manageable. But remember, also, you got to think about your body. You can only absorb so many nutrients. So when you're taking so many vitamins, you buy all this vitamin, put them in here. Where do they end up? In the stool. That's a waste of money. So use your tummy as your guide, but only do 2 sleep types. If you're more than that, hold on to your paper. When you're finished, you can do the next cycle, okay? But do not do more than 2 sleep types if you're more than one. So look at it and say, I think that's my main one, and that's my main one, although I have 4 of them or something. Okay, everybody clear? So don't buy every supplement, okay? I'm telling you, just 2 sleep types and the mains, the 3 mains, okay? And some of them are redundant until you'll find out. So this is Thinks a Lot Tops, okay? Midnight Overthinker, okay? I can't sleep, I'm thinking, oh my God, what about tomorrow? Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Oh my God, the interview, I got to do all that stuff, okay? Racing thoughts, delayed sleep onset, mind just won't shut off. If that is you, if you are the Thinks a Lot Tops, then what you're going to do is 5-HTP, which is one molecule away from tryptophan. Okay, what's tryptophan in? Turkey. That's why you get sleepy after you eat turkey. Want to know why they don't sell tryptophan? Ready for insanity of our world? What do we know about business? Business is good. The drug companies, and how many people die from drugs every day? One person in the entire world decided to take an entire bottle of tryptophan. Killed them. They took it off the market. One person died from tryptophan and they can't sell it anymore. So we have to buy 5-HTP, which is one molecule away from the most wonderful thing in the world. But it works beautifully, just one conversion inside your body. Okay? We also need the adrenal calm cream. Okay, we already talked that as a primary, right? So now you only need to buy one extra if you get the primary. Okay? Now, melatonin, these are the guys that have low melatonin output, trouble falling asleep, late night alertness, blue light sensitivity. Should these people even go near a cell phone or a device at bedtime? Absolutely not. Okay, you do not get near a phone. Okay, or buy some blue blockers and wear them all the time. Okay, because the problem is you're the late night Netflix binge watcher because you can't fall asleep. In the last sleep program, we talked about adenosine triphosphate. Who knows what that is? That's our primary energy fuel inside our body. Okay, now adenosine is a problem. Now adenosine is an energy producer, but if you don't convert it into ATP, okay, the adenosine plugs into receptor sites in your brain. You get no energy, but you can't fall asleep. Okay, that's what happens here. We got to make sure and fix that. So what are we going to do to fix it? We're going to do melatonin controlled release. So it's going to protect you against those creepy dreams. Okay, so it goes steady all night long because these people run out of melatonin and sleep and mood formula, which is one of the primaries. So we need one. Now that being said, I have something to say. All right, this is important. Okay, this is a protocol, which means that when you do this, you do it for how long? Until the bottles are empty. Do you buy more? Yes or no? No, you do not buy more of these. Okay? Now, if you keep having the same patterns over and over again, there's another reason why it's happening. Because these should make you sufficient and you should start noticing improvements. Now, remember, you can't take these supplements and keep staring at your cell phone and staying up all night, binge watching Netflix and, eating a whole bunch of fermented foods and drinking some beer and having some mixed nuts and all the stuff we just talked about we got to do, right? And you get your room temperature is 400 degrees and you're cooking yourself. You see what I'm saying? You can't fix things with supplements. You've got a lifestyle as well. That's why there's 5 essentials, not just one. Okay? Night shift Nelly, these are the people that work night shifts. All right? So night shift Nelly, the circadian rhythm is backwards. Because what did we say? You should have what? You should be dark room at nighttime and light first thing 30 seconds, boom, you fire up, right? Well, the problem is we don't have that when we're night shift workers. So hormone imbalances, low energy in the mornings. How do you fix it? Adrenostim. Now, this is the opposite of adrenocalm because you're going to wake up in the morning groggy. Adrenostim, oh, I'm awake. This is awesome. And you, of course, would do what? You'd also have a full spectrum light bulb. You'd also run in place for 30 seconds. You see, it's a whole thing. Don't just rely on your supplements and that. Melatonin, of course, and then the Serenogen will help you chill at nighttime. So this is first thing in the morning, and these two are at nighttime. Okay? Chillax, the underactive system to relax. I need booze or buds to sleep. Okay? The buds I'm talking about. I feel so much sleepier when I do my weed, man. Okay? No, these are the people that you can't do that. So the trouble with these people, low cortisol, low motivation, non-restorative sleep. They're not sleeping, they're unconscious. Right? Just like when I knocked out Mark. Boom, right? Oh, look, he's sleeping so soundly. This does the same thing that those sleep aids do that cause all those health challenges. So they're no better. Okay? So we need adrenal calm at night because you can't sleep, and then the sleep and mood formula. Okay? So far, you guys should be checking boxes, by the way. So I could go back and start over if you want. Okay? But you should be checking boxes on your paper if you're finding you're one of those people. So check, 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 and then circle, circle the big 2. Okay? So this is the zombie, sleep zombie, severe sleep debt and burnout. I don't sleep. I have insomnia. I haven't slept since 1974, right? These people are exhausted. They have no circadian rhythm. And the mitochondrion, which is the might or the energy of the system, are completely depleted. So this is what leads us down the path of chronic fatigue and things like that. Okay. So what do you need if you're the sleep zombie? You need this stuff is fabulous. Okay. This is one of our brand new focus supplements that came from the regenerative organic farm. This stuff is crazy good for energy. Okay, because it's going to rejuvenate the cells that generate fuel. Okay, so absolutely great stuff. Okay, Serenogen at nighttime. So that's the morning, that's the nighttime, and that one is for adrenal stems. When are you going to do that one? In the morning when you wake up. Okay. All right. Snorlax type 2. Okay. These are people that are living with a snorer Snorlax 1. Okay. You're laying in bed going, would you stop snoring? You're killing me. Right? But you got to get some sleep somehow. Okay. So snoring plus apnea, morning headaches, and daytime fatigue. If that is you, you need adrenal calm. You need Serenogen. It will help you sleep. And the best way to beat that, do your Serenogen, your adrenal calm, squirt, rub, 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 and go to bed before the snorer. And if you fall asleep, you'll get through the night. Okay? All right. Next, this is the motorboat. This is the actual snorer. These are typically patients with sleep apnea and they have to do a CPAP. What they're doing is they're pushing the airway open. But what would also push that airway open? Anybody want to venture to guess? Maybe it's core chiropractic, vagal system, right? Adjustments, huh? Duh. Let's make sure we get those, okay? But as it relates to the issues snoring, non-restorative, even low oxygen saturation. So they end up stuck on a poor CPAP. These guys can't sleep. Okay, so what you need is the reboost. Okay, now there's another product. It was called mucus dissolver, which sounds horrible, but it worked great. And I used to have people stir it with, mix it with a little bit of water and snort it, and it would just dissolve all the mucus in your throat, and you would sleep like a champ. No more snoring, no more nothing. They quit making it. It was too effective or something. I don't know. It made me crazy. That's what happens all the time. There was a bunch of supplements over the course of my 38 years that I'm like, why did they quit making that? Like crazy good. But they quit doing it. So we're using the reboost, okay, which it'll do a similar effect. Now, when you're using the reboost, if you are this person, squirt, squirt, sniff, sniff, squirt, squirt, sniff, sniff, squirt, squirt, sniff, sniff. Go until it's running down the back of your throat on both sides. That'll run down the back of your throat and thin out all that mucus and stuff that's making the epiglottis go. Make sense? That'll help. Okay. And the other thing is going to be your histo-X. Histamine. Okay. This has to do with the histamine reactions. These people absolutely need to stay away from those histamine triggers that we talked about on that slide as it relates to eating. Okay. That means no alcohol, no chocolate, that stuff. Okay. All right. Now this is flipped Fiona. Okay. This is the person that's up all night and doing fabulously, and all day they're exhausted. So they're just flipped. Okay. And so they struggle. These are great people to be the Nelly one. I can't think of the name of it. What is it? Night shift Nelly. These people would be great on that because they do fine and they can work all night and feel great, sleep during the day. But same rules still apply. They wake at 2 to 4 in the morning, eating anxiety, adrenal dysregulation. Their adrenals are out of balance. In the morning, they are just loaded up with cortisol, adrenaline, and they can't, at nighttime, I mean, they can't fall asleep. Just about the time they get ready to go to bed, all this skyrockets and they wonder why they can't sleep. Okay, solutions for the flipped Fiona is going to be adrenal stem when? In the morning, good. Okay, and then we got the adrenal calm when? Good. And the last one is going to be your cortisol. That's going to help the cortisol levels plummet. When cortisol goes down, melatonin goes up, sugar levels drop, and the body starts to calm down. Okay, this is corticola. These are the sleep eaters. Okay, these are people that crave carbs and they get up in the middle of the night and make themselves a sandwich. They have high cortisol in the middle of the night. They're literally just sleeping away, and next thing you know, they're wide awake. Okay, and these are typically sugar people. These are diabetics, pre-diabetics, type 1, type 2, it doesn't matter. These are typically diabetics that have this struggle. Okay, racing mind, stress-driven insomnia, adrenal overactivity. So cortisol skyrockets, sugar skyrockets, adrenaline skyrockets, and you go bing in the middle of the night. I wonder why you can't fall asleep. Okay, It's like you just did a shot of espresso in the middle of the night and wonder why you can't fall asleep because you're kicking those adrenals. So cortisol, we get cortisol levels down, okay? And this is the Glucose Supreme Herbal. That's a perfect supplement to help manage those sugar levels. So we keep the sugar levels down at night, get the cortisol down, you're going to sleep through the night. Okay? All right, this is me, Time Tight Titan, overworked and undersleeper. My whole attitude is I'll sleep when I'm dead, which is a terrible attitude, right? But I used to be that way. I'm not that bad anymore. But I mean, I literally used to not sleep at all. But in the morning, I get up too early and stay up too late. Okay. And that's going to burn you out no matter what you do. Overworked undersleeper. Okay. 4 to 5 hours sleep a night. How many should you get? 7 to what? 7 to 8. Exactly. If you're an adult, now kids need more. Okay. Weekend crashers, sleep debt buildup over time. Solution on this one, cellular health and longevity. Again, that's your mitochondrion. This is your energy, okay, that you're going to get, that you're craving when during the day, not at nighttime, okay? And the adrenal stem cream also keeps you, gets you awake, okay? So the problem is you're just burned out all the time, and then you got to fix the adrenals because you're running on your adrenal glands the entire time, and that'll lead you down the path of adrenal burnout, wired and tired, and then final adrenal collapse. Okay, I know this one for a fact because this was me. Okay? It was me. I went through that entire process, and it was horrific. That adrenal collapse was terrible. But I pushed myself so hard. All I did was sleep and eat, sleep and work. That's all I did. Terrible. Okay. Stressor X, that's my guy right here. Okay. So stressor X, right? Chronic stress, hyperarousal system. Okay. So what's this guy experiencing? Tension, overthinking, poor deep sleep. So they're not getting into that last phase in the REM cycle when you get the flush, right? When we get that glymphatic flush and the the astrocytes are cleaning up all those little neural connections. Okay. And then the answer for this is going to be the serenogen and the adrenal manager. Okay. All right. Now, then that's right. The calm cream too. Okay. That's at nighttime, of course. Okay. All right. So we're almost done. This is the last slide. So what are you going to do? You're not going to be a what? No more pointing. From now on, you start grabbing nasal hairs, rolled up pencil, nose hairs. I don't care what it is. We need to start helping people. Okay. I can't do it all. I need your help to bring your loved ones and the friends and people you care about. That's why he's here. Because you brought him, you drug him in kicking and screaming. That's why you brought in your grandchildren. That's why you referred in your sister about 1,000,000 years ago. You get it? I mean, you guys are all, and learn, know each other, become friends, right? Bev knows everybody, I think, in the entire clinic. So, God, just know everybody. Start learning, loving on these people because they have common health. And you guys can know you're not alone. That's one of the more challenging things. Did you know that? One of the reasons, and this is crazy, we had I used to have closed rooms. You guys know, you better remember the closed rooms? It's been a long, Scotty does, but that's been a long time ago. But what I found, I read a research article, and people said they felt very alone, like they're the only ones who are having this particular. I'm the only one that has diabetes. I'm the only one that can't sleep. I'm the only one that whatever. People felt very alone, and so I opened up the tables because now you can feel like friends. You can have common things because that's what happens. Jackie says, doctor, I'm having this horrible dizzy problem. And guess what? Table 3 heard it, which was Mike. He said, I'm having dizzy too. Can you help me? Yeah, now he doesn't feel so alone. And he knows I can help because I helped you when I help him. Listen, talk to your friends. You're awesome. You come in all the time. You talk to everybody. That's Anna Banana there. She talks to everybody. I love it. Just become friends. This is not transactional. I'm not here to transact with you. I'm here to help you and work you through your health for a what? Lifetime. Yes? That's what we're about. That's what it's all about. So don't be a pointer. If you have not done this, make sure you do. Whoops, wrong way. All right. Christmas gift for the family. Okay? Upcoming opportunities. We have our dinner coming up. The next dinner is going to be January 13th. Make sure your fanny's in a seat at dinner so I can teach you about the next topic, which I honestly don't remember what it was. I gave it to Sammy. I forgot. What is it on? I know. There you go. See? Ta-da! Energy. You guys know more than me. Okay, but I promise it'll be ready by January the 13th. So make sure you come. And remember, try to bring guests. Bring guests with you to the dinners. Okay? Because this is the way we help people learn. And then they can go, you know what? I want to be a part of this community. I want to be a part of good health. I want to be healthy too. It's not fair because all they know is drug shots and surgery. That's it. And they do it in closed rooms so you feel very alone and they scare the crap out of you. And what is business? Business is good, booming. Drug companies are making record profits and everybody else in the industry. Okay, so that is all I got. I'm going to go this way so you can take a picture of that if you want to, so you have it. If you take a picture and hold it, long hold it, it also goes to the same thing. You can also forward that to friends too.